changed in 5 months, old ghosts all around. July warrior Azizul gives Prime Minister blood-soaked flag. Jamaat refused compromise on referendum with hatred. Government does not want rise of new force Nahid Islam. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. And Nafisa Nawal with English Bulletin. Nothing has changed in 5 months. The ghosts of the past are all around. BNP Secretary General and Minister for Local Government and Rural Development Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir made the remark at an event in the capital on Thursday. Addressing a publication, ceremony and discussion on July Shaheed Day organized by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in the capital, Mirza Fakhrul said, people have contribution behind each and every single change in the country. So real change in the state and government will have to be ensured to uphold the dignity of the blood of the martyrs. Bullet wound in the head and 36 splinter wounds in different parts of the body. July warrior Azizul met Prime Minister Tariq Rahman with blood-soaked national flag. Azizul tied his head with this national flag to stop bleeding of bullet wound during July mass uprising. It was his desire to hand it over to Prime Minister. The meeting took place at Prime Minister's office of the Cabinet Division and the Secretariat on Thursday. Azizul's story came to limelight with a newspaper headline that he was deprived of July warriors recognition as he was an activist of Chhatro Dal. He was called to Prime Minister's office after the news headline. Prime Minister listened to his story patiently. Earlier, the Prime Minister handed over appointment letters to 3 disabled people. Jamaat Islami received proposal for compromise on referendum issue repeatedly, but the party turned it down with hatred. Amir of Jamaat Islami, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman, made the remark at a views exchange with families of July martyrs and injured July warriors. The Jamaat Islami Amir said the government has totally betrayed the nation on implementation of referendum mandate. He said, although the country has been freed from the fascist rule, it is entering into dark tangle again due to shameless partisanship. Secretary General of Jamaat Islami Mia Ghulam Parwar said there will not be slightest exemption over referendum issue. Motorcade of Sarjis Alam, Northern Region's Chief Coordinator of NCP, came under attack in Gopalganj of Sylhet. Sarjis Alam blamed Chhatro Dal for the attack. The incident took place at around 2:45 p.m. on Thursday. Sarjis Alam's motorcade was leaving after a views exchange with the families of July martyrs at Gopalganj Municipality Auditorium. After the incident, talking to the journalists in Sylhet, NCP's convener and chief whip of the opposition, Nahid Islam, said government does not want to rise of any new political party in the country. Joint coordinator of NCP, Nasiruddin Patwari, said NCP does not believe in politics of conflict. Legal steps will be taken against Sheikh Hasina if she steps into the country, as she is a death row convict of July crimes against humanity case. Law Minister Muhammad Asaduzzaman made the remark at a MOU signing event between Bangladesh Directorate of Legal Aid and Legal Aid Services Trust Blast at the Secretariat on Thursday. Talking on observation of Human Rights Watch on the proceedings of International Crimes Tribunal, the Law Minister said the matter will be looked into. He also said there is no need for a special session of the Parliament for presidential polls.
প্রশ্নের জবাবে আইনমন্ত্রী বলেন,
Now a short break. We will be back soon with US weapons stock going down due to Iran war. FIFA disciplinary proceedings against Argentina begin. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. The International Crimes Tribunal 2 has sent Latif Siddiqui to jail in the Crimes Against Humanity case filed over mayhem in Hifazat-e-Islam rally in capital Shapla Chottor. Latif Siddiqui was arrested from his Gulshan residence on Wednesday evening as one of the masterminds of the killings during Hifazat-e-Islam rally. He was produced before the International Crimes Tribunal 2 on Thursday. He wanted to say something to the tribunal as he was not granted permission. He asked the tribunal to hang him. International Crimes Tribunal 2 issued arrest warrant against 31 people, including ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Monday in connection with the mayhem centering Hifazat-e-Islam rally in Shapla Chottor. Earlier, Tribunal 2 took the formal complaint against 41 people into cognizance for killings of 61 people in the mayhem. Now news around the world. Severely depleted weapons and interceptor stockpiles in US could constrain military operations in Iran and increase risk for American forces. US Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Dan Kane recently warned President Donald Trump. Quoting three sources familiar with the recent Pentagon data and a new report by outside analysts, the CNN reported sustained exchanges and air defenses have drained nearly 50% of key inventories in US, including Patriot and THAAD interceptors, as well as critical offensive munitions. The figures represent a significant depletion of the pre-war US stockpile, with fewer than 827 Patriot interceptors remain and fewer than 278 THAAD ballistic missile interceptors are left. Analysts also noted rebuilding these supplies could take anywhere from 1 to 4 years. US launched a heavy wave of strikes across Iran, including crucial oil industry area and residential buildings. It came hours after President Trump threats to hit Iran very hard after it targeted a US base in Jordan following joint US Saudi strikes on militants in Iraq. US hard hit across Iran, raising risk of return to all-out war in the region. New strikes hit residential building in Qasem Island and killing a couple with 2-year-old child. Explosion reported in various areas, including 4 locations in Khuzestan province, the heart of Iran's oil industry. CENTCOM claimed it hit dozens of IRGC targets in powerful response to Iranian attacks on Jordan's US base. Meanwhile, Iraq's National Security Council condemned Saudi US strikes against Iran-backed mobilization forces and flagrant violation of sovereignty, killed 20 Iraqi parliamentaries. Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi cancelled first official trip to Saudi Arabia in protest. Saudi Arabia is seeking to build an international coalition against Houthis in Red Sea. The Reuters reported, citing sources familiar with the deliberations, told the news agency. Tensions in the Red Sea are rising, denting the global economic outlook, already under stress due to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Reports said Riyadh is seeking partners to safeguard shipping in the Red Sea from attacks by Yemen's Houthis, as strikes on energy tankers expanded and pushing oil prices higher. The composition of the coalition has not yet been finalized. and is being discussed with dozens of countries. However, the Saudi Centre of International Communication did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Viewers, we will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching English Bulletin. Now sports news. FIFA has opened formal disciplinary proceedings against the Argentine Football Association AFA and several players following the 2026 World Cup due to a politically charged banner and chaotic post-final altercations. FIFA lodged disciplinary charges against Argentina players Perez and Molina for striking Spain opponents after World Cup final. Argentina's Almada and Spain's Gavi charged for unsporting behaviour. FIFA also charged AFA for players showing political banner read Las Malvinas son Argentinas about Falkland Islands after beating England in the semi-finals. A list of disciplinary cases opened by FIFA against AFA also include discriminatory chants and gestures by fans, alleged assault by an assistant coach after final, and throwing of objects by spectators in relation to several matches. Before ending the bulletin, top stories once again. Nothing changed in 5 months, old goes all around. July warrior Azizul gives Prime Minister blood-soaked flag. Jamaat refused compromise on referendum with hatred. Government does not want rise of new force Nahid Islam. US weapon stock going down due to Iran war. FIFA disciplinary proceedings against Argentina begin. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us.